Testes, testes. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Wow. What's the good word? Settle. Settle in. Settle in. What are you drinking? That poison? Do you know what this body is made of, baby? Poison. 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 Yep. Not as bad. Now I just have a mount or a Red Bull or two on a live stream day for sure. Legs. It's classic. I used to drink so much Mountain Dew, really bad for you. I quit that, so I've cut back pretty good. We all have our little vices. I like caffeine quite a bit, so there's that. Bring out the meteor. Where did I put it? I had it in my pocket. I'm carrying it today. I started moving stuff around. Where did I set that? Right here. Here's what I was carrying today. This? What's up, Mad Yako? The meteor. The Remet meteor button lock. Whoa. Button lock and bolster lock. When this used to belong to Fred, he sent me a few knives to check out. I said, yep. Yep. I'd like to buy that. Need to go get me some coffee. Coffee's good. I ordered some more. I ran out. Really? Let's do this. I ran out. I had one pod at work today. And that was pretty much it. I ordered some more lower the meteor. Ah, you see that? See that? Isn't that pretty cool? My coworker Andy made that for me. Finally ordered the Espada XL. Nice. So what handle did you get? Because there's the one where you can get like a red or a black like G10 handle, or you can get that one that's got the bolster and everything on it. I think they're both cool. Deep South bolster, blend Deep South cutlery. Cutlery. Good Lord. Right? Tell me that's not cool. Got the one with the metal bolsters. Boom. Look at that. It's like see-through, but it's not. I got it. Trish, or I changed it on that one. I didn't change it on this one. But I got it on that one. Thank you, though. Now I got it on both. So yeah, this is a laser marked piece of acrylic. So it's got the logo on there. And then basically this is just like a hockey puck light that you drop it into, and boosh. It looks better off the black without the reflection. Tell me that's not fun though. Andy just surprises me with this little gift. Pretty cool stuff. I've never seen such a thing. So for now, it's going to go ahead and live up there. We'll move it, or I'll change it, or I don't even know. I don't even know. I mean, you know, I don't know, but I know that I don't know, you know? So there's that. We're going to go up to the boat show at Brainerd, and we're going to look at some stuff. It's going to be a hoot. Yeah. Yeah. So the holiday season is upon us. Whatever holiday you may or may not celebrate. I know some people like to just not celebrate, which is cool too. Get a couple days off of work and just kind of chill. Anyone doing anything fun? Anyone going out of town? Going to be visiting some family or just going on a vacation maybe? A friend of mine just got back from a cruise. I have not been on a cruise like that. I went on a day cruise once long ago, but it was like a 3-hour tour kind of a thing. But this one was like, I don't know, like a week way out into the ocean, like way out down into all those islands down there. Waiting for my taipan to get here. Ooh. What's up, Dong? Magnus Lutz. Oh, Thomas. Double Magnus Lut. Oh, little Paul Mite in the house. What's going on, Paul? Fred. So what's North Dakota? What did I miss? Surprisingly staying in New York for the holidays. Gilligan. Neil's got 4 days off next week. Yeah, I've got a few days off. It'll be nice. And then I got a couple days off for the New Year's week too. They gave us the 1st and the 2nd off. I'm going to get some stuff. We're going to do some stuff. A boat to take camping in the summer. Oh, the boat show. It's good. Now we got the ice fishing shows. Waiting for the mini taipan now. It's taipans all around. I have a car on my GTA guy called the taipan. It's red. Of course it is. Did the weather get rough? It started getting rough. The tiny ship, it was tossed. If not for the Trish has 5 days off next week. Are you gonna do anything exciting? Or are you gonna just relax? Sometimes just the relax is a great thing. Thomas just started 15 straight days of vacation time. Oh yeah, I don't gotta go back till next year. I got a couple of buddies that are doing that too. Did I switch out the blades yet? Negative, Ghost Rider. Negative. But I didn't. I was trying to think, is like, do I want to make a video of that? Or do I want to just do it? You guys might convince me to just do it. Paul, what's the deal? Tell me more about that Demco blade you got going on there. It's kind of fun. He's got a little wild, wacky looking custom. I have a whole life of vacation ahead of me. Do I have an ice house like the grumpy old men had? No, not exactly. I actually have a couple pop-ups. I have what basically looks like a tent. So it folds up and collapses. It's made out of, like, I have one that's nice and thick and insulated, but you boom, 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 pop it up, and it's like a pole tent. So it's like 7.5 feet tall and 9 feet by 9 feet wide. So you get a few people in there. And then I got a couple of heaters. So you got like propane heaters. So you get a propane tank running to it and get nice and warm in there. I got full setup. I don't have a hard house, which would be cool, but yeah. Just got the straight line EDC rocks with burlap micarta. And it's incredible. I might have to hold off a little on knives for a few weeks. I'm trying to gotta keep the budget, you know, like holidays. You spend a little money, gifts, things like that. And I'm trying to save up to buy some equipment. Mick's slacking on the shipwreck project. Tell me about it. Wait, do I even have... I have at least one thing to shipwreck right now. Maybe two. I got the knife that... Oh, I have two at least. The knife that Trish sent, which is down here. We'll look at that soon. What are you talking about, Penman? There was a picture, it was like 2 or 3 knives, and like one of them was a Demco, and it looked like it kind of had like a Strix blade to it. Am I tripping? I mean, maybe. I'm pretty sure I thought it was something of your doing. Something of Paul's doing. Bag full of... Got a bag full of them. Trish is gonna go to a bar and get drunk. What's your drink of choice in that case? If you ask me as a question, Paul, I won't have the answer because I asked you. All I know, it looked like a Demco, and the blade was indeed not of original origin look.
Atmpgedk became a member. Atmpgedk celebrates 19 months of membership. I'm pregnant and feel like crap. Yay me. 10 weeks.
10 weeks. I'm laughing because of the way they said your name. Empicadic. Sound like it was having a seizure. Meredith. 10 weeks in. You're doing it though. You are doing it. Part of life right there. Exciting times. Congratulations again. I wish you to feel well. Eat whatever you need to eat, or do what, I don't know the things. I've never personally been. But yeah, take care of yourself. Good to see you in here. And 19 months. That's crazy. Crazy how time goes by. White Claws rule. What's up, the Pawns? Ground Fog. Clint Crosby. Cole Bunny. Obviously, MPG, Paul, Marco, Thomas, the Dong, Magnus Lutzo, Mick Ranger, Ish, hang in there, MPG. It'll all be worth it. How many weeks is 9 months? What's the term? 40? That's my math. 30, how many? What is the term? Is it 39 weeks? 40 and a half? Shit. I don't know. It's 9 months. Right? Magnus Lutz. 40 weeks. Okay, I was pretty dead on then, I guess. I mean, not a bad guess. That's what I got. That's what I got to put in on this. Have I seen the Tactical Wyvern? That sounds familiar. I believe I have. What is that? Or was there another? MPG in the house. P.S. Make Tony drive the entire way there and back to see the family. There you go. Thomas has spoken. What's up, Jim? Who am I? I didn't scroll back through the chat. I apologize. I probably missed some extremely important people, which you all are to me. Henry. What's up, Henry? Did I say hi to Neil? All right. Brian Dixon, Dylan Mallory at the beginning here. Kodiak Edge, Joe K. I did say hi to Mad Yako right when he popped in. Everybody go check out Double Wide EDC. Get some Mad Yako gear. Or some 1931 Leatherworks. Or both. Right? Might as well both. What are you up to, Brian Dixon? All right. Whittling Monkeys. Ken Mandadan to lamb a damn hand. I didn't read that right, but in my brain I did. Tony is your slave after what he did to you. He hurt his back? Oh no. Oh no. You still can make him wait on you hand and foot. If he hurt his back, he still has hand and foot. He can wait on you, right? What's up, Joe K? So, Thursday. Here we are. We're live. What's happening? Anybody got some last minute gifts they're sending out? Last minute shopping? Knives they got on the way. Knives they just got. Knives they have. I got a lot of my gifts and some favorites from the year and stuff laying down before me here. You can't see it though. It's right there. It's right there. Yeah. Tony just have to pick up a Holt and McNeese. MPG is going to have cravings, you know. Oh, that's fun. Sarasota. Woodland Monkey says, what's everyone's favorite current? Because I know this changes, or I don't know if it's you or it's me. Everyone's different. I can't speak for everyone. But I'm going to assume that does change with time sometimes. Maybe you come back to something. What is everyone's current favorite knife brand, or the current thing that they think is hot, they're excited about, they're looking at? I could say this. Representing with the t-shirt. Ooh. Ooh da doo doo. Ooh doo. Mm. Wow. Today is something. Oh. Got my first Chavez today, says the Pawns. Go Bunny says Cold Steel. Apox. Jim's down with the Kizers. What was Fred's idea? Oh, having her. Yeah. 100%. 100%. What did you get, Pawns? Good question, Robin. What's up, Robin, by the way? But I definitely would say this bad boy right here is one of the hot to trots for me this year. The Numb Knives N1 Cornerstone. Boosh. This thing's sick. Done collecting knives through the collection. Dude, you just started your collection. You relax. You wait like 2 weeks and then that won't be the same. Or if it is, congratulations. Because I think mine will be a never-ending quest. Never-ending. Impossible to end. Very excited about the upcoming ProTech Avalon manual. Designed by Sean Ashmore. Okay. Yep. Sean did the guile. Where's my guile? Where's my gal? Where's my caddy? Boom. So Sean, Iceman. It's my fade dye guile. So when's that coming out, Thomas? ProTech Avalon manual button lock. Why haven't I seen that? The funny bone is not funny. I broke that elbow too, right on the tip. And so it definitely is not a fan of getting smacked like that. But I'm an idiot, so welcome to the jungle. Got the exclusive red G10 rendition. Yeah, I wanted the red one, but that one, how did you get the red one? Was it used? because wasn't the red one was only like the protos and like the early birds or something like that. I like the red one too. Mick Ranger says, I agree with you. Numb Knife Works for the win. One of the gifts I got this year was not the knife. I bought the knife. He sent me the shirt. Can you see that? There it is. Boom. So they threw a shirt in. I messaged him, said, hey, you know, whatever. And we were talking because we had met. And he actually messaged me first. Was like, hey, remember me from Atlanta? And I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm buying one. He's like, right on. I'll throw in some, you know, so he gave me a couple stickers and the t-shirt. And I appreciate it. From the wild mind, Nick's Unhinged Mechanical Brain or something like that. Right? Really sweet knife. Ordered a TI Light Snaggletooth. Already have a bunch of rare. Okay. Shrimple. Holt Morpheus. But you want Joe to add a stud. Do it. Do it. You sent me a few Instagram reels. Yes, that's right. I do remember looking at that now, Thomas. I was like, okay, that because Iceman. I get blurry. Wow. I'll try to find it here. I will try to find it. They're available on the website. 20% off the day it dropped. Okay, so right, it's on the site. Maybe we should go there and check it out. What are they, like 80 bucks? Nick is a cool dude. And he made a great design. Recently got a ProTech Whiskers V2 Auto. Got so much amusement watching my friends try to open it. Just making them struggle. What's up on the edge? How is it, brother? Good to see everyone. Glad to be here, lurking. Lurking, doing it. Get her done, bud. Everything is blurry. Yeah. I get forgetful. Especially when you look at something quick, like if I'm at work and I popped up something quick on a break, like, oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. And you have a chance to look at it, but then it's like, oh, hey, blah, blah, blah. And then you start getting into a project or something and then it just disappears. What's up, J1? Cicero. I'm here, damn it. Start over. Numb Knives. Cornerstone. Yes. Yes. Just saw the stream title. Haven't bought any knives this month or last month. Impressive. I've been limiting myself, and I still have definitely managed to pick a few things up. And then I have a few things that I haven't been charged for yet that I'm going to get charged for soon. One of them being the Kickstarter for the feldspars. The top liner lock feldspar. This is just your standard issue feldspar. These are around 30 bucks with that inset liner lock, AR RPM 9 G10. But the new ones are top button liner locks. They look cool. So I backed the Kickstarter on that. Looks like we're gonna get charged on like the 27th or 28th, I believe. And then I also pre-ordered a Spyderco that I put $5 down on the pre-order, and that hasn't been charged, and it's still on pre-order, and it's been like months. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. And then anybody updates on the the AZ USA Eldorados? Those are, I don't know, something they got. There was Migron as the OEM or something like that. Migron's going through some stuff right now, or anybody know anything about that? I mean, I have a couple coming in the mail hopefully soon. Gifted. It's all right. It's all right. On the edge, waiting for a corgi from the granddaughter. Corgi knife from someone who has a corgi. Sure. Corgis are fun. Are they wood carving knives? That's the question. Spyderco Pair 3 just got a total of 7 knives this month. No updates on the Eldorado, damn it. Someone had sent me a message, I can't remember who, but it was basically saying that they heard that something to the effect that they hadn't been shipped from Migron because Migron had to do some changes or something like that. I don't know. Just waiting for the next Excalibur. Yeah, if I had some money, I'd get an Excalibur, but it's not in the cards right now because I definitely want a lefty of his new lock. It looks cool. Fred says, Strix, question when soon? He said 6 months. Consistently, it's 6 months. The 6-month date was the 13th. It is now the 18th. We have yet to hear anything. I mean, you would think, I'm not mad. I'm just saying you would think if he had received an email saying that they had shipped to him, or if he had received a mail that here's the tracking information or something like that, he would make an update, but no updates. MPG, no, it was the pre-order was in June. It was in June. June 13th was the pre-order date on that. Oh, your most recent knife was a Machine Wise Sonora in September. I got you. I'm talking a pre-order Strix. It is dope. I got the micro milled lefty titanium. Let's go. I'm stoked. I know a few of us got them. Pretty pumped for that one. It's kind of neat when you buy something 6 months ago. It's pretty much now it's free, you know. If you buy something in June, it's gone now, you know. MPG, he said there are going to be some available at a couple of websites, but it's going to be a limited amount. So if you really want one in the next probably few weeks to a month, there will probably be a little window of opportunity to do so. What is my oldest knife? Oldest in my collection or the oldest physically? I can show you both. Spoke with Sam at Migron, and he was planning on shipping them out last week, but running behind and plans on shipping them to us by the end of the week, December 1st, says the Pawns. And that's for the Eldorados. Tracking is junk right now. Yep, tracking is a little mess. Neves had a sale the other night, snagged a Devo Mash and a Milita Nitro V, total of $100 for the both. Hell yeah. That's great. Blade HQ will have some Strix. You can put yourself on the Get Notified tab. He did say, like, if you go on the Instagram, he said where there's going to be a couple of them available. There's like 2 or 3 sites, I think. What happened to my lights? What happened to my lights? When did that happen? When did that happen? Oldest knife in the collection is right here. See, I'm staying on it. I'm staying on it. Picked up a Flytanium Beef Milita and Mini Milita recently. The Milita Mini Milita combo is a great one, J1. And the beef is nice too. I have a beef. So, my oldest knife in my collection is this Buck 110. It is a USA, maybe. Come on. There you are. There it is. Look at how focused I am behind it. It's absolutely ridiculous. When it finds it, then it's going to stay focused up there. Honestly. Look. Oh, look. I hate you. I just want to stab this. Camera focuses suck. This is a buck 110 from the 70s. So this is the oldest in my collection. This is basically a 50-year-old knife. Do I like Condor Yoshimi? I have no idea. I have no idea. My weekend started with a bonus giveaway from Adventure 50 was in the mailbox. Nice. What did you get from Adventure? Adventure 50. The oldest knife that I have in my collection, that I've had in my collection the whole time, would be my Boy Scout knife, which I got in like Cub Scouts in like, what is that, like 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, something like that. Nothing special. Anyone know if the Voodoo doll will be available after the pre-orders are filled? Those Voodoos, you're going to get a doll to match the Voodoo that you got. I still have Robin's, don't I? Yep, I do. Ah, Robin, I'm going to look at it for one more week and then still probably not buy it. Let me get through this week here and I'll figure it out. Burning Stable Forge, Clayton and Kathy are good peeps. What were we looking at? Burning Stable Forge, or was that, or were they in the chat? Yes, they were in the chat last week or sometime this week, and we were looking at some of their stuff, and I am following. Burning Stable Forge. Nice looking fixies. And some kitchen knives and stuff. Very cool. All right, so where is it? This is that ProTech Avalon Peace Neighbor design. Looks like Uncommon EDC got a hold of one. And has a video if you want to go check it out. There it is. I suppose I can just do this. If you are interested, here is the link to that video. If you like the way this looks right here. Wow, look at the grind on that right there. Gnarly. Manual ProTech Avalon Peace Neighbor design. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Right on, Mick. Yeah, they were in what was a couple days ago. Thanks for posting the link. So there's the YouTube link, Burning Stable Forge on YouTube. Go check them out. What's up, Cliff? Cliff Brutt. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure I got the Boy Scout knife before I got the trophy knife. So I'm going to say this is the oldest one from my collection that I got new for me. And this is the second oldest one new, owned by just me its entire life. Just trying to help them out. They're cool. Absolutely, Mick. Absolutely. Got some cool looking designs. And that's why we do this, or that's why I do a lot of it, is this community. Meeting up, talking to new people, seeing new designs, seeing what people love, bouncing ideas off each other for what we'd like to see, what we're excited about. Cheers, right? I like Carbon 1095, but eventually I'll get to try out Wolfram. Yeah. So if someone was going to start working with steel, but doing starting off with some stock removal, I wonder what would be a good steel. It's like, it makes you wonder, like, do you just go for steel that you want to go for and spend the money on it, or you do steel that you don't like as much, get used to it? But certain steels grind differently than other ones. Some of them are more of a pain in the ass. It's like, oh, you got a super mushy, soft steel. A lot easier to shape, but then you're finished with something that's kind of meh. Love you too, Mick. Love you all. Bless did a lotto for a Ripley. Never saw the post, but 2 people did, so it's 50-50 wheel spin. Two people? It's still open for 20 minutes. I mean, I could send everyone over to try to win a Ripley. He already spun. Who won? Do we know? Do we know who it was? That's kind of fun. So I haven't ordered them yet, but I started editing my logo. I wanted to change it, clean it up. See you later. Stay safe. Enjoy your night. Right on, Whittle Monkeys. Thanks for stopping by. I like my logo. I'm gonna grab this. Here's this awesome sign that Stacy made for me that you'll see. I've got it set up on the table right now. I thought about putting it back further, but when I put it back here, you can't read it. It's like, I want to try to have it out. So when I move to the table, you'll see we'll have it like, boom, right? That, it looks great. Stay sharp, right? So there's my logo. You've all seen my logo or whatever, but it's got fur and a little more shadows and highlights and elements to it. Thanks again to Bluminati Ninja for helping me. He and I got together. Well, we bounced ideas off of each other until we came up with the logo. I'm happy with it. But I've always wanted to kind of flatten it out. I redrew it, basically. I took it, I printed it, I did it old school Simpsons drawing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, basically, I put a piece of thin paper over the top of one of them and then traced it and then decided on some shadows and lines and basically turned it into a Simpsons character drawing. Oh, is Steven in here? Steven, I'm sorry I didn't get a hold of you yesterday. It got busy. I haven't seen Steven in here, though. Clint says hi. Oh, there's Steven right there. Hi, bud. I apologize, dude. It's been a busy. The holiday season's gotten me a little wild with work and stuff and getting some things. Tomorrow or this weekend, 100%. I will message you after the live, Steven, and we'll figure it out. So I took my logo, I redrew it, flattened it out because I want to do some more stuff, do some patches. Patches? We don't need no stinking patches. No problem, I've been slammed. So ditto, yeah. Time just whips on by. So if you've seen, I got this Twisted Sis patch, right? And so it's a Velcro back patch. And they took so there's their logo. And it's this PVC kind of rubberized, and there's little sections. So there isn't, there is some detail, but you can't really take something that's got like fur and shadows and stuff to it. First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women. Ranger eyes. An Elk Ridge 2-blade slippy plastic flashlight with some advertising. Nice. I'm getting more into the slips. More and more into them. I recommend Pops Pro Cut. Fights back enough before heat treat to be easy to work but slower than 1095, says Mad Yako. I need a patch for my new KDK sweatshirt I received today. Thank you, Jim, for buying a shirt or a hoodie. I appreciate it. Yeah, so Twisted Sis' patch, very cool. And I've seen these patches before. And so actually was reached out to, we can go through the whole spiel. A company that I noticed that several of you actually follow. Wait a minute. Can we go? Here we are. Called HR Patches. What's up, Donnie? So here it is, HR Patches. Some of you apparently follow. If you guys, no one has seen them before, they do these rubberized kind of similar patches. I don't know if that's where Twisted Sis got hers. They gave me the link. I can't remember for sure. But they have a lot of different styles. And when I started, what was it? I got to this one here. And I was like, wow, look at all the detail on there. All the little lines in the different colors and stuff. And so that made me go, oh, they can get a lot of stuff going. Look at this He-Man lizard or whatever. So I was like, let's talk. So I redrew up my logo. I sent it to them. Then they had to input it into their software. And then we had to bounce back like a couple of times because, it'll make a couple little things where it's trying to read it and it saw something and it blended this and this together. And so we had to kind of fix it a little bit. But shoot. This is where we're at. They are currently, I have given them a deposit and they are currently in the process of making a mold to make the first patch. And that is where we landed. Thoughts in the chat. What do we think? So it's definitely flatter. As you can see, it's, if I go like this. So the blade is different because I when you redraw it, you're getting rid of stuff. And so I kind of had to draw the shadow of the fur on the belly different. The feet are different. The hands are definitely more of the Simpsons kind of style. But I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks cool. Requires an entire dash on the floor. Tell you what I'm excited about. After weeks of chasing an overheated engine, having replaced every single component outside the radiator, I discovered tonight it's the heater core. Well, at least you discovered what's the fix. What's up, Rash here? Beer. Patch is dope. Nice. I like it. I'm no stranger to flat squirrels. They should all be flattened. I think if anything, the hoodies might be just a slight bit small. Or like, does that make sense? Like, I usually would buy a larger and extra large. This one I have an extra large, and I think it fits perfect. But I also have extra larges that feel kind of baggy. Does that make sense? So it's on the smaller size of a normal, what you normally would say, you know, like if you wear a large, you probably wear a medium, huh? Just kidding. I'm kidding. If you get some playing cards with the logo, the more we have the logo, the more we can do stuff. But yeah, so like if you normally wear a large, but sometimes they feel a little tight, I would get an extra large. But if you're usually swimming in a large, then you could get a large and it's probably perfect. But I think their hoodies are great. They are really nice. Thick. The stitching seems good. I don't know how well they hold up long term, but according to a lot of the other hoodies that I have, it looks like something that I feel like would last. It feels the durability and thickness of the hoodies that I have that take a good beating. You know what I mean? I got a cold steel Colboon. Kukri. That's a machete. Jim says his hoodie fits perfect for what you would order from other bands. I'm glad you like it, Jim. I appreciate it. And I mean, what are they, 32 bucks or whatever? Like, I could make them 50. I'd make more money. But I didn't put them up there to really cash out. So I got them pretty much as cheap as they could possibly be. And then you can use a little 10% off code or whatever, which then brings it down to about almost cost. So here it is. There's my logo. They're making the mold now. So in about I don't know, probably right after Christmas, we'll get a look and find out. I think what's going to happen is I think they're going to actually do the mold and then make one. And then I get to see the one. And then if I'm good on that, then I'm going to order like at least 100 of them. So I'll be using them for giveaways and stuff. And if I see people at shows and stuff, I'll hand some out. I'll probably make some available if people, that's mostly what I'm getting it for. But if it's like someone wants one, I can't just give them all away right then and there. But I could sell them for a few bucks a piece or something like that and break even and buy some more or something like that. I'm pretty happy with it though. It's different. It's not quite the same. The blood, I had, what I can say for those of us that are, of the right age, the Simpsonized. It Simpsonized it. You can see it right here. It's got more details, more shadows and stuff. I like him. He is cute. Put me in the books for 2 of them. Right on. Trying to figure out what to do with the patches I've received on the edge. Well, you put them up on things like this right here. Or like when you go to the shows, like the bag I carry at the show has a section. And that's what I like about these patches, because they have the Velcro on the back, like this Twisted Sis one. So if anyone has any bag or a hat or anything, you can get the soft-sided Velcro, throw a little piece of that on there. Come on now, kids. There it is. Perfect focus on a knife that's not there. Once I get through these B-days and holidays, I'm getting me some KDK gear. Just don't break the bank doing it. For those that are interested, there is a link in the there should be a link in the description. Did I put a link in the description? I did. Does it work? It doesn't work. Why? I'm clicking. It doesn't like it. Doesn't like it. Someone want to try to click that link in the description? Does it not? Will it work for you? Let's see. That one works. That's so weird. So weird. Paste. There it is. Too late. The bank is broke. I hear you, dude. Holidays are here. I've been, especially like now, I was like, oh, you know, I'm kind of getting out there. But then I realized it was like, oh, I got an $80 knife that's going to be charged at any time. I don't know when. I got $150. It's like I got a couple $100 that's just going to get rung. It's like, okay, you got to make sure, not that I get my bank account down to zero, but you know what I mean? Like you got to remember, like, oh, you're kind of budgeting stuff out. But then if you have stuff that's like that $5 pre-order or like Kickstarters and stuff. I have too many patches with no home. Buy a Velcro wall. I guess. Link works. Link works. Thank you. Thank you. But it's nice to like a collection. Like I still don't have a sticker wall. I have stickers. I have Mad Yako stickers that are going on that wall. I've got my stickers all organized. It's like I've got a bunch of stickers from like places, like companies, you know, like I just got the Demco like Shark Lock stickers. And then I have a whole section of those stickers. Like I don't save duplicates. I've got kind of the one of each of all of them. I have the other set aside for like giveaways. But then I have a whole section where it's like, here's a Twisted Sis sticker. Here's a Mad Yako sticker. You know, here is a Fred the Lug sticker and some of the awesome ones I've gotten along the way. And those are going to take up a whole section. But I kind of looked and kind of laid them out. And I'm looking at like, it would be an entire door. You know, like I would have to take like that entire door and it would cover that whole thing. But I don't want to shut that door. If I shut that door, this room gets hotter. And so I leave that open. But I mean, that would be the amount of space that a sticker wall would take up. But I don't want to get rid of them. Same thing with like the patches. I have some of them up there. I have a few more. I probably got another half a dozen or a dozen more that I don't have up. That I do kind of rotate some through a little bit. Making hanks with a little Velcro spot so you can switch out a patch. That's cool. I can afford any knife I want easily, but I feel bad when I spend too much. Right? Yeah, it's like you budget yourself. Like I budget myself, even if it's like, yes, I could go buy that $300 knife right now. But I don't. I try to say, okay, well, I'm going to try to keep it at this much this month and this much this month. It's a good control. That is a cool little thought, though, Mad Yako, putting that little patch on there. A lot of people are doing that. They got their hanks, you know, they got their daily carry, pull out a hank, patch, coin, pen, knife, 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 knife. Also, personally, put little Velcro. Yeah, see, you can, that's the thing. You go buy little Velcro squares and then stick them on things and you can kind of. $900 tactical Wyvern is very cool, but it's out of my range. I've never spent half of that on one thing. What link, Thomas? What would we like a link for, Thomas? Velcro's cheap, sewing machine is easy to use. I remember, God, was it about a year ago now that you were getting that other sewing machine, Yako? Swear, it's probably been like almost a year. Get Velcro underwear, just don't put them on inside out. Or do. Hear me out. Or do. Because, you know, because you can. KDK, I just put your gift in the mail. Gift? Gift? What are you talking about? It has been a year. Yeah, I remember when he was talking about getting that new sewing machine. Time just goes by so fast. That's crazy. Well, you didn't have to send me a gift, but what is it? Don't tell me. What is it? Okay, don't tell me. What's it? Speaking of gifts, I did bring out some gifts that I have received this year. It's been a good year. I've been very blessed. I forgot to send that last loot box, so it became a Christmas present. Well, there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. So, gifts. One of them I got this year was I got the Numb Knives shirt that I can't see. Nick gave me a shirt, threw it in for me buying his knife at full price. I know there was definitely channels that there are a few that got one. I wasn't expecting to get one. I'm just another guy. But you might have all been in that live when we were looking at it, and I was liking it. And then Hate Nate basically was like, "Yeah, dude, I just got it. It's yep, go, go, go." And by less than a half hour after the live, I had ordered it. Stacy, the lovely Stacy Bolstered Blades has entered the building. Hey there, KDK, I made it. Hey there, everyone. Sorry, no tags. I'm busy. Stacy always has good meals that she makes me hungry for when she's like, "Yep, I'm eating dinner. I just made this." It's like, completely understand. Now I want to jump back into the Kickstarter for the CJRB Feldspar. Almost did. It's only one of 50. On the edge. The thing is like, if you know, I don't want to sway anyone either way, but if you can afford it right now and it's not going to break your bank, you could have it for 6 months and still sell it for $600 probably. You know? Just saying. Or you might fall in love with it and then never get rid of it at all. Right? Right? So, one of the lovely gifts this year, I got the Numb Knives Pinch Lock shirt. Very cool. Most recently, oh, there it is right there. Duh. Jim. I suppose we can go down to the tabs. Let's table it. Oh, slap. Had hamburger mushroom gravy with peas. And egg noodles. Okay. Oh, to add noodles to anything and I'm in. So Jim made this for me. It looked like this originally. And he cut this little nub off the top. Jim, did you put a different thumb stud on it too, or did yours have a dual thumb stud? Mine did not have a dual thumb stud. But essentially it's the same little pocket ulu. So he cut off the nub on the back and then polished up the scales and then did a multi-layer paint and sand buff clear coat. And it turned out really good. impressed. And so he sent this as a gift. Thank you, Jim. And then he also knows that I love knives of all kinds. Shing. Look at all that Damascus. And it's a thick handle. So when you hold it, it doesn't roll. It's not going to roll like this because that handle's got some girth. You drilled it out and put a new stud in it. Okay. Got it. Yeah. This little guy, though, ridiculous. Ridiculous. I love it. Tell me that's just not fun. Tiniest little chunk of Damascus ever. Focus. Thank you. Another gift this year. This was sent from NAFS. Actually, I supported the Kickstarter for this. This is the Lander 5, and I bought 2 of these. And what happened was they had some extras. They decided to hook some people up, whatever. It's almost impossible to cut paper with it, Gabe, because it's got so much belly. It does cut a little paper, though. We could make a tiny meal. So a few certain people that backed the Lander 5 got an extra one for free. And so that is this one right here. I actually bought the 2 of them. I was going to use one for a giveaway and then keep one for myself. And then they sent me an extra one. So I'm going to keep one and I'm going to use the other 2 for a giveaway. So that will be something everyone can look forward to. It's a fun little, small little user. I need a stuffed squirrel holding that little knife. Ooh. Ah. He looks like that. He's like, ah. Oh, I love it. I'll make a little Jason mask for it. I've seen this guy that made a Jason mask using a one of them white to-go spoons. You know, like took a white spoon from like a plastic to-go spoon and cut the handle off and turned it into a Jason mask. It's like, okay. That knife on a little squirrel. Okay, here we go. Oof, is that a frame lock? It is. You can almost front flip it. Watch. Wait. I can flick it, I think. These are not made for... There it is. Boom. I would never back a frame lock. Really? Why is that? As a lefty, I'm not a fan of most frame locks, but this is like a $20 knife. It's a goober knife. This is like I don't have a knife. I'm going to use a knife. I'm going to leave it in the grass and it's going to get run over with a lawnmower type of a knife. Feels nice in the hand. This would be a nice little fixed blade. I like the jimps. Dank sold the Copper Ripley, so you just bought a KDK hoodie? All right, you can wear a KDK hoodie and I'll wear a Laser Ghost. If you next time you do hoodies, or do you have hoodies? I'll buy one. I've got a shirt, but yeah, I'll buy a Laser Ghost knives. Or you gotta make new stuff now, so it says Laser Ghost on it, right? So that one was fun, but it's just a simple little $20 knife. I was sent this from Geo Knives Ethereal Cutter, M390 titanium with some dimples on it. I love these dimples, very cool. This knife is actually great. I mean, someone will say, oh, well, you got it for free. Of course, you're going to say it's great. I will never lie to any of you. I am not getting paid for this. You know my deal. I don't have to explain. But yes, they did send this to me. But I think it's great. These dimples are rad. I love titanium and I love textured titanium. And this almost golf ball dimple kind of texture, it feels sick. Yeah, Donnie, I'm in for like XL. or a double XL if they run small. I'm in. So I won't lie to you. I won't sugarcoat it, but this is great. It's got a little bit stiffer spring, like the Omega spring set is a little bit stiffer than some of the other crossbar locks I've used. And then I learned that I actually prefer that because there's less of a, you know, I love the drop bear. Drop bear is nice, but it does have a little bit, it's hard to, I can't really talk it, but that's a little bit looser that I can kind of do that with, versus when it's a little more stiff, it seems you're getting a little more power behind it and then it releases and sends it out. So I'm actually digging it. What the hell? Kevin Smith and knives. Congratulations, Donnie, on selling that bad boy. I mean, it's 6, so I get it. I saw it. So another one. Nice gift this year from Geo. I thank Geo for that bad boy. We have the one and only, the almighty, I have the power, the smock, Magnus Sluts Ho, from Tom, Dong, and Nate. Oh, wow. And then I drop it on my other stuff. That's just what you do. Donnie don't mind. He throws them in a box. Dude, the smock, good old smocky poo design. I'm digging this. I haven't changed anything on it. I still don't know if I will. I am going to shave that just a little bit, knock that corner down. But I actually really like this handle. It's fun. Feels nice. Thanks again from the Magnus Lutz, or to the Magnus Lutz. Boom. Another awesome, unexpected gift. No links yet. Donnie's getting them printed. Message him on Instagram and get on the list for a brand new Laser Ghost gear. All right, who asked about the CJRB? I apologize. I do like this. This was my Secret Santa. I was on the Tri-State Secret Santa pass, or not pass run, but Secret Santa list run by Renee Ramon. And I actually don't know who my Secret Santa was, but the way it's set up. Hi, Kathleen. Yeah, so I don't know who I got picked or who my Secret Santa was. It was you, the Pawns? Are you lying? You lying to me? 'Twas me. Either way, they the way it's set up, oh, it was you that asked about it. Got it. I dig this. This is a cool knife. I don't mind AR RPM 9. This handle just locks you in. It's not going. And this little choke up spot, the little ramp area with the jimps, this little secondary poon scoop. Bougie Smock. What's up? Burning Sable Forge is in the house. We pulled up your Instagram a second ago. I know you were in here with us the other night. We looked at some of the cool knives that you're making. Very cool. Thanks for joining us. What are you doing for the holidays? I'm kind of showing off some of my gifts from this year. So I keep saying pass around. The Renee Ramon Secret Santa gift exchange. They have it set up on that Elfster or whatever. So the way that works is you can kind of go on and make a wish list. And so I went and picked out 3 or 4 or 5 things. It was basically a $50 price range. And so you put together your list, and then whoever draws you can then pick off the list or get whatever they want or whatever. I had this on my list, and I dig it. It's cool. Feels good in the hand. It's huge. It's got this forward angle to it. And so this huge kind of spot that you get locked in here and then gets a little bit wider. It just feels great in my hand. The choke up spot feels like I could just get in here and just do like the little cuts and controlled push cuts and things like that. I dig it. We'll take a little pause for a moment on my prize giveaways from this year. Let's go back here quick. Bam, bam. Oh, it hates me. How much do you hate me? Kidding me? Should be right at the top. There it is. So we got Burning Stable Forge in the house, y'all. This is his Instagram. Copy. Paste. I'm going to paste it in the chat right now. Clayton, where are you out of? We live in the South, somewhere warm. What was the one? I really dig some of this stuff. Like, that is really cool. Really nice looking. There's Stacy posting all the links for me. There's the YouTube and the same Instagram one. But yeah, go give them a check out. We're all here as family looking for more awesome stuff. I like the little horse head logo you got there. Your little Burning Stable logo. That's great. I dig it. Clean. Not too crazy. Ooh. Can you say Bowie? South Carolina. Oh, and then you wrote it right there, Charleston. Nice. Yeah, everyone go check out that YouTube channel too. Did I already sub? I think no, I didn't. Subscribed. How many vids you got? 64 vids. Got some full length and a bunch of shorts. Cool. Very cool. Look at these. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. Style. That's what's up. I'll mention you when I can. I mean, I don't know. I'm just a little channel here, but I try to help out anyone that I can for sure. Unless you become a total jerk, then, you know, then forget about it. Everybody starts on the same page, right? Everyone starts on the same page, and then it's like your character, your actions. Finish up and then just do it. I'm working on it, Kathleen. For those of you, if you haven't noticed, I don't have a video posted today. I haven't posted a video every single day. I've kind of foregone some of the content for trying to do some of the projects and some of the things I'm working on. Because I have brain issues and I'm trying and I do my best. And sometimes your brain, it's hard to record. And I'm not, contrary to belief, I am not always a screaming pile of crazy squirrel. Sometimes I just feel blah, and then it's hard to do stuff, and then it's like when you are waiting to like record, and we've gone through this, but I haven't been worried about posting as much and just kind of focus on good content, focus on some projects, which I am working on. So you may not be seeing a normal like short or like an update or working on it, but I am definitely working on some projects right now, that some long overdue ones, and getting handled, because I know soon it's going to start getting even more wild. So there you have it. What do I think of tactical swords? I like swords. I don't know how I would define a tactical sword. Does that make sense? I like swords. I think swords are cool. I think people who take blades, regardless of what it is, you know, and make crazy Bowie knives or make swords or make whatever the actual function, you know, is this tactical or is this tactical? Right? I don't know. But what I can tell you is if it's got a handle and it's got a blade on it, I can dig it. I can definitely dig it. I'll definitely like some designs better than others. And as I've said in the past, I tend to like bigger handles, wider butt handles. I'm not as much of a fan of a skinnier handle. I think I'm more into swords with a longer, like more of an edge rather than like a pokey. Is that what's I'm my brain isn't working with words right now. Working on buying mansions. I can buy them all, Donnie. I can buy them all. I was jamming last night for a bit. I didn't go live or anything, but I was kind of having some fun. But definitely knives with the long, sharp edge versus like fencing swords. I think a fencing sword would be cool to have. But I am less interested in those than like a traditional like katanas. Clearly, you know, if you were to say one to rule them all, it's going to be something like this. A nice wide handle. I can get on there and hold it. We have a blade that is designed for cutting and slicing and action. This is, when I think sword, this is what I want. But, you know, where is it? This. You give me a handle with a blade on it. Some of them are going to be ugly, and I'm going to love it. I'm going to absolutely love it. It is, I don't know the exact brand of it, Kobani. I can tell you that it was around 500 in 2002 when it was purchased. And it's handmade. What's up, knife nerds? What's up, Dirty Dan? I really want to make a sword. What's keeping you from doing it, Burning Stables? Forge size? Or just the difficulty? I'm assuming it's going to be a lot harder when you've got that much more blade, keeping it straight, heat treat. I wonder if I fully take it apart, because I can take it apart. I did it once when I got it, but that was 20 plus years ago. Doesn't tactical mean it can be used in combat and combat training? Yeah, Kathleen, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, you know, you hear the word tactical a lot, and when you think about it, it's like if I think of a tactical bag, that means it has lots of loops and stuff on it, or like Velcro for like attaching things to it. Makes it quick use. Or you think tactical, you think it's blacked out and, you know, used for more defense or something like that. It's a buzzword, says Robin. Yeah, it's like what defines, I don't know. How tactical is this? Pretty tactical. Difficultly with heat treat. You definitely want to do a pattern steel. It would be expensive as well. Well, it's one of those things, Burning Stables. If you've got a yeah, if you've got the facility and some of the means to try it, you know, start short. Talking to Donnie, you know, what's to stop you if you want to make a sword? start off with like a wakizashi or something shorter, something that's only, you know, like, did you make that Bowie knife? You know, did you make that Bowie knife? That's, you know, you start off with a shorter sword and go from there. Hey, Nate. Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of Grayskull. 5 Lions, Link. Voltron, I have the power. Magnus, let's ho. Dun 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 dun. Schnarf. I don't really have any wakas. I mean, I don't know what you could call that one. I just had kind of about the size of a wakizashi, but that would be the only one that I would say is close. You did make that one, biggest yet. So you're on your way. Clayton, is that your name, right? Am I wrong? Or do you want me to call you BSF? Burning Stables Forge? Or can I call you Mr. Gibson? If you're nasty? I'm sorry. This is what we do here. What if someone came into the chat right then? Welcome to the jungle, baby. You're gonna die. You know, I mean, hey, Nate, if someone showed up right then and there and we're like, I don't know what's going on, I'm out. All right. I'm not changing. Rearranging. What's up, Hey, Nate? How you doing, bud? Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Snarf, you say? Speaking of, did those go out? Lanyard Man, that was me. I just got here. See, he walked in right in the middle of that. But it's Lanyard Man. Steven knows what's up, so he already knows what he's getting in on. Did the Snarfs go out already, or are they still not? I can't remember. Whatever you want, hell. I don't care. Mr. Gibson is nasty. Yeah, let's go. Horsey. There you go. That's what happens around here. No Snarfs yet? Yeah, I was wondering. I know they're... I didn't... yeah. Apparently. So they will be coming pretty soon. Wait. Who are we now? What are we? Who are we? Whatting? Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. God. Elbows. My elbow greases. Anybody that doesn't like this chat says hate Nate. Because this is what's up. Ah, Smock is awesome, dude. This is just fun. It's fun. It's just fun. And Magnus Lutz rule. Magnus Lutz tracking, incoming for the thrice. For the old Three Amigos. Tracking incoming. Okay, back to it. Squirreling for a moment here. Another great gift I got this year from one of the Magnus Lutz, Grateful Dong himself. The Draxor, the Sen Cut. I dyed the middle section during one of the lives. Who was there? It was black and white, and now it's black and maroon. Thanks again to Grateful Dong for sending this one out. Super cool. Cole Bunny, it's great. People that are here to make the world better, safer, positive, that's what's up. There's too many people out there that are just out for their own, you know, take advantage of others. Any takers on that lefty? Which lefty? What? We have fun here. Boom. Boom. Patches. Let me show you. So hey Nate, they are being molded as we speak. We are getting the molds going. Let me show you what I had to redraw. I had to Simpsonize my squirrel. So I basically put a piece of paper over this, redrew it all a Simpsons style, and flattened it out, and then sent it to the patch company. They worked it up. We bounced back and forth a couple times with their software, and we ended up here. Boom. Fingers of a sailor. So it's definitely got a little bit flatter, less colors to it. But the thing is because it's going to be a PVC patch. So it's going to be like one of these, this Twisted Sis patch, where it's rubberized and it's raised up and dimensional. And each little section is its own little spot or whatever. So my logo didn't work, so I had to redraw it, which I kind of wanted to do anyway. Don't worry, you'll get one. Magnus lets automatically get everything, basically. Lanyard Man, you will too. I pretty much. And you get a patch, and you get a patch, and you get a patch. They're only going to be, I think they're going to be like $2 a piece. $1.90, something like that. Which isn't bad for what we're going to get, because it's going to be the Velcro on the back and nice rubber. Do I like machetes? I have a couple machetes, and I would take some more machetes. Condor makes some good stuff, but they're expensive, and it's kind of one of those ones where we spend a couple $100 and it's something that I wouldn't carry or use as much. Oh, don't worry, Stacy. You're in. Gotta have it. Isn't he cute? Had to change a few other things. You can see the drops in the blood, the fur. See how the shadow on here is like really flat? I guess you can't see that. The shadow on here is really kind of flat across here, and then the blade, the ears, and if you go here, you can see I definitely redrew this. I redrew the hands and the feet. Look at the left foot right here. And then if you look, you can't even see the left foot here. So I ended up shrinking the KDK down just a little bit and then getting rid of the fur and then basically patching off into a couple of colors. What's up, Cody? How's it going, man? How about running a patch auction? I will buy 6 stacked. They don't exist yet. They currently don't exist. So I gave them a down payment, right? And so what's going to happen is now they are in the mold process. So we finalized the logo, got it into their program looking good. And then they are going to now make the mold. And then once they make the mold, they're going to basically make one. And then we're going to look at the one and be like, yep, solid, and then go with it. Or that'll be the chance where if there's anything we need to fix, because of all these little independent little details, like you can see on Twisted Sisses with all the fur and the way it looks like it layered and it like overlaps and stuff. The way it looks like the hand wraps over the top of the, you know, I like the way that they do these. So it might take, you know, 1 or 2 just to get it dialed in. Little kinky mold. Would you like a personalized Kenman mold? Hey, Nate? Todd Carr says, Condor, Cold Steel, both affordable, decent machetes. Correct. And the Condors cost a little bit more, right? But they're solid. Tops. tops. How about making a 3D printed version of the logo? Thomas, well, that's what we were kind of talking about. Like, if you have like this little knife, like this, if we were to make a little squirrel, that's just another thing. I'm trying to back off the urge to use any AI. I'm gonna sneeze. It's making things, I don't know. It's getting to be too much. And as certain tools, I can see how it can be beneficial, but it's gonna get to a point where it's just too much. All right, so the Draxor, that was from Grateful Dong. We have a gift from Trish, the lovely Trish Mo Patty. Sent me this Artisan Cutlery collab with Rocket. This beast of a knife. Boom. You're a tool. Make it like a Gundam model kit. That sounds awesome, Thomas. Dude, like the arms and the tail and everything's like different parts. And like the pack, like he's got a little backpack. And the mask, and like it could be all like a kit that you have to put together, paint. Ha! That would be fun. What do you think about the Demco AD 20.5? Slap! What's up, Hodge D Mo? I apologize. I'm going to call you Hodge. So that one was from Trish. Thanks again to Trish. We're going to sidestep, talk to Hodge for a second here. You just picked one up, this coming drop. They've had some good drops. You got on that one, was that today? So this is my most recent one. I have had this Demco AD 20.5 for probably 2 years now. Awesome action. I love it. Snappy, fun. Super cool. So this originally had these gray Grivery scales and a gray Grivery backspacer. And Mick found a good sale. There's Mick right there. And mentioned it on a live. And I basically jumped off the live, ordered these titanium scales. And then I also ended up getting a titanium backspacer. Then I anodized them bronze and then battle wore it. Kind of beat it up a little bit. And so that's how this has been for a while. I've been enjoying it. But I always wanted the shark's foot. Well, they recently had a sale on the base model. This is basically the same model. Their base, small pivot, OS 10A. You know, they have better ones for sure. But this was a price I couldn't pass up. So what I ended up doing was grabbing this on that super sale. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up taking the shark's foot off of this and swapping it with the clip on here. So then I'm going to have my customized titanium battle worn with the titanium backspacer and then a shark foot blade on it. And then I'm going to have an entire extra 80/20.5 to either do some customizing to, or who knows. So I like the 80/20.5. I think it's a fun knife. I'm into it. Has anyone who has one of these, has anyone bought a deep carry pocket clip for it? So they have a lefty and a righty clip. So this is the new one. It also includes the left side clip. So if you are a lefty, you can just take the one off and then swap to the left side. But it is not a deep carry clip. I've seen clips, and I'm not sure which one's the best, but I know, I think Lynch Clip makes one that basically looks exactly like this. It's made out of titanium. But instead of coming out from there, it comes back from off of here and up and over. And so you're getting the clip all the way back to here. Anyone ever buy one of those? I should bring it up in the on the page and we can look at it. But I kind of want to add a deep carry clip. And plus, if it was a titanium clip, then I would also then add this heat and ano battle wear it to kind of blend in a little bit as well. You can't just put the scales on the shark's foot blade one. Well, I'd have to, I mean, yeah, but what happened is it's also the backspacer. This is a Grivery backspacer. That's a titanium one. So the reality is the easiest move is you can literally just take off the pivot, hold this down, put the new blade in there and pin it back without having to really take the whole thing apart. At least I'm going to bet that I might be able to. I mean, I've clearly taken this one apart before. So I think that I might be able to do that. And then rather than full disassembly, you know, they're essentially, this has just gotten a little more use. But I want this blade on with these scales and that backspacer. So once you take the backspacer or the scales off, that's a full disassembly. So I'm going to try first with just a pivot removal. And then, like I said, you just hold the spring down like this so that this is loose. Take that out, put the washers in there, the bearings in there, slide it back in, pin it back, and then let go. I don't know. We'll see. Wanted to build a SR71 Blackbird since you got it when you were 10. Still cold chilling. Dude, I have an F4 Phantom, an F14, an F15, an F16, an F20. I have an F18 Hornet as well. I have all those models from when I was a kid that I was I never actually put them together. I had other ones I didn't like as much that I put together, but the ones that I really loved, for some reason, to me, those were the ones. The Phantom, the 14, the 15, the 16. So what is it? The 14 Tomcat, the 15 is an Eagle, the 16 Falcon, the 20. I think the F20 was kind of my favorite at the time. But F16 is really nice too. I don't know. I love jets. When you're a jet, you're a jet. Still ticked I missed the sale. So swapping that soon, which is cool. I also picked up this little armature. So these are like $12 right now. $12 for this little armature fixed blade Demco. I dig it. I have a bunch of cars and a few planes. I put together most of my cars, but for some reason, those particular planes, I kept looking at them. They're still all in great shape, ready to rock. All right. Thomas, please check out the Work Tough Gear Devil Horn Fixed Blade. Here it is. I like the radial pattern on the handle. Cool little blade shape. I like the way the clip looks on there. Nice little pocket carry. Did you order one of these or are you just checking it out? Ooh, I like that line on there. That's a nice looking angle. Nice looking blade tip. The armature is cute. Oh, for cute. What's up, Cat Scratch? Yeah, Thomas, that's cool. I like it. What are we looking at? 8 1/4 overall, so not too big. AEBL on the blade steel. 56 to 58. That seems like really low numbers. But I don't know what the best numbers are for AEBL. But 56, 58 hardness seems soft. Yeah, that's cool looking. It looks like the handle, you grab onto that handle and you're just locked into it. I like a kind of curvy handle like that. What steel's on the armature? I think it says. Focus. There it is. 4034 SS. You know anything about that? Wow. Come on, focus. Yes. Right? Why must you? Ooh, baby. So yeah, I don't know much about that steel. But $12. I mean, it's a full tang too, so the steel goes all the way to the back. It's nice feel to it. It's cool. It comes with a little sheath, so it's kind of a neck knife keychain. It sits in that sheath really tight. No movement there at all. Ooh, actually I have to kind of pull to get it to pop out. But literally right now, you could go on there, pick one of these up. Let me hit refresh. Still $11.99. $11.99, right? Oh, I can't believe though this. AD 20.5 with 3V titanium, 375 with the big pivot. Girl. I like that. I'm just going to have to stick with mine for now, which is fine. I do like that shark lock, though. It's cool. What do they have for the 24-hour sale today? MagnaCut drop point 8010. $850. Sold out. The full-size armature 3V 220. The Nativity for $650. Krampus for $650. $315. $400. Ching. You can just drop to the 40%. So you can get your you want the serrate. I mean, why? The Razor Shark, $60. I actually was contemplating this one here. Little Nano Shark for $79. What's up, Cat Scratch? You know, the little Nano Chode is cool. I dig it. But they also have a version in with that milled titanium for like $300. It's like, ah. So the one I got right here. Whoops. Move that. That's not what I wanted to do. So this right here, currently on the website, is half price. $89, originally $150. Well, so not quite half price, 40% off. Not bad. Not a terrible time to jump on a Demco if you're interested. I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that. I am just a lover. They got different versions. You get an S35 VN version for $150. That's not bad at all. That's actually, dude, S35 VN with a black G10, and then just get titanium scales later. There's another Nano Shark with the 20 CV. Nano Shark Stealth. Here it is. This is the one I'd get. Shark's Foot. Boom. Look at that. That thing is sick. Got to get that ass 10A. That's what I got. I got the ass 10A, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. I always get mixed up between 4034 and 4116. 4034 is like 420. You know, it's a budget friendly steel. They can sell for $12. You know, I mean, it's $12, right? It's $12. But I mean, I have this, you know, talking small. Oh, Jesus. My God, I can't even do it today. Kansept Rio. M390 on that little bad boy. There you can see it right there. The little 1-inch M390 on this bad boy. Pow. But I think these were like $50. Snap. I'm just messing. I know. Hey, Nate, you have a right. You may mess. We're boys. 416s closer to 440. I kind of put them all in a similar realm, if I will. Next gift up here. This one was from Fred. Good old Fred sent me a Tenable. He's like, this is too big for me. And I said, not for me. Thumb stud does not work great on this. But the front flipper and the back flipper do. It's a beast. Did you just give me permission to mess my pants? Yes. Oh. That's the only issue. It's something about this thumb stud. I can't. I think I need to go in here and carve this out so you can get to it better. Do I prefer the Demco Armature 2 with or without serrage? I could have purchased either. And I got this one, Thomas. If I'm going to start being on a boat or something on a regular basis where I'm cutting rope every day, until that happens, I don't really want serrate. I'm not really a serrated. I have some serrated knives. But yeah, if I'm not cutting rope or something where it's going to come in handy, I don't really like them. I like a blade. Well, you know what I mean? Like a long edge. And the serrate, yeah. The studs are tight on the Calibri. It's a cool knife. The Calibri Tech. It's a beast. This thing is huge. Look at this. Over 10. It's a big 10-inch. I mean, it's a monster. And it's like a small pocket sword, which is cool. Serrations. Serrations. I have some serrations. But yeah. Armature's a cool little piece, but I still think for the price I'd prefer a Mora Basic. Yeah. Yeah. But I have a Mora 511, I have a Mora Basic, I have a Mora Cans Ball, and I ordered this, and when I ordered this, I was like, oh, well, I could throw that on there for $12 more. If that guy over there's name is Seabass, you know, big 10-inch. 4 1/4 inches of Nitro V. I tell you what. Woo-hoo! 4116. Or what do you call it? 4116 is the steel that Victorinox used for years. Let's try to guess what KDK is going to pull out for a daily pocket check 1,000. Where are we? What are we at? Like 860? I gotta look every day when I make the next one. I gotta look what the last one was. 875 daily pocket checks. For those of you who don't know, I do shorts. In my shorts, if you look in my shorts, you can find my daily pocket check. I have done it every day. There's been a couple of days, I'll be totally honest, where I made it and then I forgot to post it. And then I posted it up the next morning or whatever. But I have literally done a daily pocket check where I stand in front of the camera, I open up the knife I got, show it, put it back. 875 days in a row. 875 days. What's the 3-year mark? 365 times 3, that's 180, 195, 369, 1,000. So that's like 1195 or whatever is 3 years. So we got a ways for that. 876 times. Isn't that something? Let me know and I'll send you a banger for $1,000. For $1,000? I mean, you know. Oh, a banger to use for 1,000. Well, we got 124 days before that. So we have 120 days. Who knows how that'll be timed out? So 30, 60, 90. It's going to be like 4 months. It's going to be April. So it's going to literally be like right after Blade Show Texas. So I might be able to, you know, I'm trying to think of like the timing. Because like if we get the Strix pretty soon, the Strix is a pretty sweet knife. But I might be bringing a pretty sweet knife at Blade Show, you know. And if Blade Show's at the end of March, that's going to be starting to get close. It might be the end of April. I mean, if someone wants to do the Google math, it's December 18th. What day will I be doing a pocket check? What day will it be 124 days from now? Getting forced to watch The Housemaid with the wife at the theaters? Wait. Oh, it's the name of the... Without any caps or any like quotes or commas or anything, I didn't catch that was the name of the movie. Getting forced to watch The Housemaid with the wife at the theaters. I apologize if any... Getting forced to watch The Housemaid with the wife at the theaters. Oh, getting forced to watch the movie The Housemaid with my wife at the theater is a completely different sentence than... I mean, I apologize. I'm sorry. No offense, Dirty Dan. No insults to your wife. I'm sure she's lovely. You know, I just, you know, I oh, that sounds fun. What? I don't even know that movie, The Housemaid. Who's in that? Psychological thriller. Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried. I mean, I approve of the cast. I approve. Dong's got to go. Grateful Dong. Magna Sluts. Activate. Where's my chat? There it is. The Donger. Tracking incoming. Hey Dong, I did finally get the shirt too. So I've got your payment. So that you're gonna get a nice little care package. Approve of all 4 of them. Yes. Yes. Tell my wife. If anyone's listening out there, any wives out there, husband's name happened to be like Steven, for example, he deserves an Evo. You should buy him an Evo. It's a sweet knife. Robin, they have pills for that. Thanks, Dong. Appreciate you, bud. Have a good night. Staying alive. Staying alive. Just ordered one of the mini Demco armigers with the shark blade. Right? It's cool. It's cool, Thomas. It's $12. I mean, it's a fun little extra pocket knife. What's the fun little bug in the upper left corner? On the table? David? This one? Or this one? This one? This is a pocket ulu. Oh, Jim sees the frog. You can see that thing right there? Boop. Boop. Impressive. Most impressive. See it better now. And gone. So yeah, this one, Jim did the customization for this. This is a pocket ulu. These are just fun little novelty ulus, budget friendly. Don't mention the wives. Shh. Anyone listening to this live is an amazing person that deserves to be. Okay, so this is what the other one looked like. And Jim did a little custom. So he cut off, or he put a better thumb stud on both sides. He cut off this little nub right there, which is kind of like, I don't know, it's like a lanyard hole slash front flipper slash friction folder nub. I don't know. It's not really a great pocket knife, Zane. All these other things, great knives. This is a $12 novelty. It's just cute. I think the design is fun. If they made one of these with 154 cm for like $100 or something, that would be rad. I think it'd be a great user. These are kind of designed for skinning and processing fish and things like that. So he sanded down the scales, cleaned them up, and then did a layer of red, then black, then silver, and then buffed it and sanded it down, and then clear coated over the top. Came up with this nice little finish. Very cool. Zane says, you have a $20 pocket knife. Well, it's amazing for $20 what you can get these days. This is just a little bit more than $20. This is from NAFS. This is the Lander 5. This is a great little user. Not big, got a decent edge to it. I like the jimps and the feel. Not a lot of fidget action to it, but you can roll this thing open and use it, and it's inexpensive. Hey guys, I want to make a folder. Does anyone have a link to buy the hardware for a folding knife? Burning Stables, I don't. But I know that like Donnie, he basically just makes it all. Although, and I don't think he doesn't make the pivot and the screws. I guess he makes the washers and the back spacers. And so I suppose if you want to get screws and pivots, I'm not sure. Can it shave a sack? And you know, it's got to be pretty sharp. It's got to be pretty sharp. But in the realm of the knife world, I mean, you can jump up to like a $40, $50 knife right here. These are both in that range. And these are fantastic knives. They're larger. You're going to get a lot of Good cut and power out of that. You can get in there and do some work with this bad boy. This thing is huge. Around 40 bucks you can get that one. This one's around 50. For 10 bucks, the Walmart Ozark Trail knife is better than the NAFs. Thomas is probably right. I would agree with that. The sack shaver. You're going to make a pocket knife. I'm going to find a link. Zane will find a link. Boom. 50 bucks. Pretty sweet. And if you want to move up into a couple hundies, that's when you really start getting some quality stuff. If I only could carry one knife forever and this was it, I wouldn't be mad about it. Boom. This is it. I mean, Cornerstone's probably running a second place. But favorite knives this year, man, this thing, dude. The Kansept Horlock with that extended poon. We got a bot. Kick it, B. Kevin Smith and Knives, TRM Tagalong didn't show today. I'm pissed. My TRM Tagalong hasn't shown since last July. Blade Show Atlanta, says Burning Stable. What about Blade Show Atlanta? Or you might be able to get stuff there. Boom. Boom. Yes, there are things that you can get, but I don't know if you want to wait till Atlanta. Are you going to be in Atlanta? That's fairly close for you. You go to Texas too? I'll be at Blade Show Texas. I'll be at Blade Show Atlanta. Horlock with the poon, I'll tell you. That's what's up. Yep. Yep. And I've definitely been getting more into the slippies, bro. C. Reisner Cutlery, traditional pocket knives, Kentucky Holler Jack. Oh, this thing is great. More pocket time than any other knife this year. Did the Devo Stout get dethroned? Zane, it won't show the link. You can't post links in the chat. It won't pop up. So I can't even see it. Zane. But if you say like Kizer knives, you know, drop bear, I can type in Kizer knives drop bear and go to it. Sounds like a country song. Chilling in the car, as usual, smoking and drinking heavily. Steven's got a good recommendation, Burning Stable. Jant Supply and USA Knife Maker. And yeah, Stacy's got it right there. She can post a link. Only the moderators can post links. But you can say, like Thomas will be like, dude, check out the Kansept Knives Orlock. And I can just go Kansept Knives Orlock and it pops right up. I have full access to the internet. Pretty dang exciting, I'll tell you what. And I'd be glad to look up. If you have something that's in the knife world that's pertinent, that's interesting, I'll totally look it up. Yeah, if you were using it for self-defense, right. I don't buy knives for self-defense. I don't even consider it. Not that I doubt that anybody does, you know, and that's fine. Zane, just right here, just say Demco Knives 80 20.5. And then I can type that in and look it up. Or you can say Kizer Mini Momo. I don't know. He wants to show us a knife or something like that. And so you don't have to post a link to make a recommendation. If you say NAFS Lander 5, I can type NAFS Lander 5 and we'll get this. Things don't need links if they're described correctly. Burning Stable Forge wants some high-tech stuff. Right? That's the thing, is it's like you want to try to find like where would be the good company that would have like the pivots that you want to use, because it's like that's kind of a something. If you started making knives, it's like you want to try to universally like choose like a pivot that works, that you can now buy some bits and some tools so that you can cut holes and chamfer holes for like the screws that you get for your pocket clips or things like that. Yeah, aggressive. No, we got to keep it in that. We're a PG-13 kind of a channel. I don't have to be, but I choose to be. I mean, I swear a little once in a while. But generally, we keep it pretty clean. And then I am not someone who is in this for the, like, these are, I don't look for, like, knives specifically for, like, fighting and defense and stuff like that. I use knives every day. And I'm planning on never needing one for anything other than what I use them for 20 times a day. I use a knife 20 sometimes a day. And so to me, it's very useful for the tasks that I actually physically do. And every day I'm going to be cutting boxes and cutting tape and cutting cardboard and things like that. And I don't plan on any day on having to now, if I'm going to need to defend myself, I'm going to run. I'm going to run. And gosh dang it, this is a PJ13 channel. Shit. See, I can say it a couple times. I don't know. I just try to have a positive influence, you know, like, you know what I mean? I mean, I swear, I'm dirty, you know, but I also try to, you know, what are we here for? We're here to have fun and stuff. It's not required. Some of the pivots you can get are cheap. Right, Zane. That's the thing, is like or like if you're gonna start making a knife, you're now limiting yourself only to the stuff that you get. So if you get crappy screws, you might have a hard time with them crappy screws. Or if you get, you know, certain pivots, you are now stuck with that. Do you want a skinnier hole type of a pivot, or something that's wide, or do you want a ring around it, or whatever it is? So it's kind of interesting to try to figure out what it would be. Right, we're a non-violent swear jar. I have very, very little, like, people ask about, like, oh, do you have a push dagger? Like, nope, I don't have any of those. And they don't really work for anything other than their intention, and that's not my plan. And yeah, there are much better things for defense than a blade. And one of them, I think, is good cardio. Don't get in that situation. Turn and leave that situation. Exclamation truck. I'm outie. I am outie. Best sharpening tools. Whetstones. Yep, I've been getting into like diamond stones. This is a 325 1000 diamond stone from, I am not sponsored by Sharpall. If you're interested in some stones, I definitely recommend moving on from the wet stones and getting diamond stones. They last as long, maybe longer than wet stones, but you don't need to use water. Here it is. Good to know. Give them that old 1-2, the left hook. Sharp all. These are great stones. I'm very impressive. Or impressed. I'm very impressive. I'm something. I don't know if it's impressive. I recommend this though. This is my favorite sharpener. This is by far. I'm also in the 400 plus knife club. So if you are in the Steven's in that club, Steven's in probably the 1,000 plus. That guy has got a sweet collection. I admire the thought that goes into making a good sword. I agree. I like watching that. I've been putting on some old Forged in Fires on in the background. They don't give you as much out of it as, that's why you can put it on the background. You don't have to really pay attention as much. I've been watching some YouTube channels though that like literally just start to finish making some swords. It's very cool. But this is a great sharpener. When you have hundreds of knives, I use this knife today, I'll use this knife tomorrow, I'll use this knife the next day, and this one the next, and around it goes. I won't get back to this knife for at least a month. So when you're going like once a month you use it, at the end of the day, you can come in here and probably just go a couple of times on this, and then a couple of passes on the strop, and it's right back to where it was. And if you do that regularly with your knives, you hardly ever have to sharpen them any more than that. The longer you wait, the more work it takes to get it back to where it was. And if you just give it a little, you're right on the money. There's Stacy popping up, Burning Stables info again. If you haven't had a chance, go check that out. I love historical swords, interested in newer materials. The process is fun. Do I have a Swiss Army knife? I do, I don't. It's in my car. I actually have two. One of them's in my camping gear and I have no idea where it is. The other one's in my car. I have a little emergency kit, a little bag that has like a few little things, and one of them is my Swiss Army knife. It's the basic like 10 or 12 tool blade. It has the Phillips head screwdriver on it. It's probably one of the few that's around 12 tools, and one of them is the Phillips head. So if you type in SAC Phillips, that's the one I got. High quality parts. Mick Ranger has sent a link of high quality parts. Anybody buying a Thunder Beast? All right, spill it. What's a Thunder Beast? What else do I need to look that up? It's a little is that's what it's called? The Tinker? Kathleen? That might be right. That sounds familiar. Jim, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out, bud. Have a good night. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. The Tinker. Kathleen, you might be right. You might be right. The Thunder Beast. Dirty Dan, are you saying it's a Vosteed Thunder Beast? Is that what that is? Or was it... I'm trying to link this together. Is that what I can look up? Vosteed Thunder Beast? Or am I putting two things together? We'll find out in a second. It is. Cat Scratch says it is. Okay, hold on. All right. Instant. All right. I will give you a instant thoughts on it. I like the way this color looks. I feel like the flicking hole looks a little big. I have skinny fingers. Ooh. It's got a kind of cool design. If they've got the Vancor lock figured out, it might not be a bad thing. But right when they made the Vancor lock, it had issues. And more often than not, why can't I click on these pictures? Come on. Dumb. So the Vancor lock, right when it came out, there was more that had problems than didn't have problems. If they've got that figured out, it's probably pretty trick. But I handled more than 2, and they all had issues with the Vancor lock still. They hadn't figured it out yet. I'm cool with it, Hate Nate. I'm all right with it, but I will tell you what my thoughts are. If that Vancor lock isn't perfect, then it sucks. And I'm noticing the flicking hole it seems like it's too big. I've noticed that this one here is on the border right here where you go in like that. Look at how much I can go like that. And then what happens is now we're stuck, right? And so you got to go like this and not push in there too far because you can get your fingers stuck in there. And then it no longer provides like this getting stuck like that and then flicking it open, or if I slow-mo, you can see how much finger gets stuck in there. It almost feels like it wants to get caught. Versus like this, look at how I can't even get my thumb to go through the hole, right? But it's still plenty for doing what it's supposed to. I just caught it. What it's supposed to do. And so when I'm learning more, this one's good too because it's skinny. You can't get in there because it's skinny this way. But when they start getting too wide, I'm noticing now after handling hundreds of knives that the smaller ones, like this small Spyderco, it still works, right? But when they start getting big like that, I would definitely need to handle this before I would consider buying it for 2 reasons. One, to make sure that Vancor lock is secure and not getting wobbly and falling out. And 2, look at the size of that hole. What was the other one I saw recently that's just got a huge flicking hole, and I'm not a fan. I do have the Kizer, the like Cybertruck knife from Kizer. That one's like you could drive a bus through it. It like I get caught in that I can't even open it. So that would be my assessment. And that is an unbiased Vossied assessment. For those that know. I think that's too big. They need to make it like not so deep. Like that needs to be shallower right here. And I think it could be all right. But that seems a little... I prefer the flicking hole. 100% prefer the flicking hole. But not the large Marge ones. Where is that other one? Because you've got like, here we've got Gorgeous. It's large, but it's skinny, so you can't get in there. Every man's hole size needs to be considered. That is correct. I can't remember which one that is. This one's right on the edge, though. We've got the CJRB logo. That's a pretty big hole. It was kind of biased, though, Kathleen, because I was talking about my issues with the lock. You know, here we are. I'm not buying one. So this one's close, but still, if you look, I can't get in there. So as long as you keep the hole skinny that way, it's not as big of a, or it's not really a concern. I'm kind of mad though. Now I can't think of. I know I have one that's just ridiculous. And yeah, the hole's too big. Get bunched up on my. All right. There's a hole, a stud, a pokey pinar for everyone. I have the Raccoon 5 and the Vancor lock is fine. Yep, Cat Scratch, I know there's several people that have Vancor locks on some blades that have turned out to be good. But they definitely had some issues right at the beginning. They started releasing them with the issues known. And a lot of people were having some problems with the button falling off at first and being flimsy. And yeah, I had experiences with it. And I currently don't have one. And I got to touch several. Hot dog, hallway, situation, truth facts. All right. So let's take a look. What was I else when I look at? Thomas, did you end up getting one of these? I'm pretty sure Thomas is the one who mentioned this. The weighty from Quiet Carry. I like the way this fixed blade looks. It's shorter, 5.6 inches, Vanex, titanium. What's titanium on there? Oh, the hardware. I'm going to sneeze. If we all say peanut 5 times, Paul will show up. Excuse me. Woo! Should I mute my microphone when I do that? Does it blow out or is it... I got it on volume control. Did anybody have a free monthly thing? Oh my God, I still have these. Let's do it right now. Couple memberships. There you go. Thomas did not order it. So YouTube lets me give out some memberships. I still had 5 left from this month I forgot to use. So Burning Stable Forge got one. The Pawns got renewed. 1931 Leatherworks Terry got a renewal. Dylan Mallory and B Shady. Everybody's been around. Got another month. You got your... For those that want to blast some of these in the chat, I need to make some more of these. Let's make some more. Stacy's Straight Goat. Sheep and Bee. How many tabs can I have open before my computer crashes? It's not very many. I mean, no. I don't currently have very many open. I've been testing the Cougar. Since we got the Cougar and moved into the new room, she is magical. When I was doing the live on the old computer, I could not have other stuff going on. If I had stuff open, I remember we were getting like, I was dropping frames. I was having issues. And now with the new Cougar, can I twist over? Can we see her from there? Hold on. If I do this. There she is. Hold on. There she is back there. You see her doing the work. That's the Cougar. There she is. She's rocking and rolling, dude. But I can blast. This computer works so much better. It's great. Oh my God. Now I've screwed myself. Maybe. Completely adequate. I have like over 30 tabs minimum. Right on, dude. Welcome to the party. We're going to blow you up as well. Get you some orders. Please check out Boker Pocket Rocket. Ooh. Auxiliary manufacturing. You know what I'm talking about. I like auxiliary manufacturing. Pocket Rocket. What? Okay, yeah, it's got his style all over it. I can tell. He makes some cool little chonkers. New little dagger. The Pocket Rocket from Boker Solingen. What do we got? D2, G10. Is it actually double-edged? Maybe not. Is that a false edge? That's cool. That one's not a false edge. That looks like it's got a sharp edge to it on there. Oh, yeah. They're both sharp. They are both sharp. There are two of them. I don't like the handle. Yeah, it seems like it's got... What is the way to... What is this... What is this... What is your function? What is your... Like, how do you hold this? Michael Jarvis has literally launched a rocket from his base in Reno in the U.S. state of Nevada straight into the tactical EDC cosmos with the Boker Plus Pocket Rocket. It's a light-footed neck knife for everyday use and as a practical backup knife. Compact, symmetrical shape. Dynamic, versatile, uncompromising performance. It's a sturdy full tang and sparkling brass rivets. Ooh. Ooh. That's what's up. There you go. I think the handle, I would want the handle to be bigger. I think the blade looks cool. I think as an item, it's cool. But I think if the handle, I have a big hand. So if I had a little bit more handle to that, another couple nubs. Pinch grip only. But then it feels like you need more. I need more. It needs another nub. Another nub the same size as this section here. Right there, it should nub out one more time. It's cool. There's your push dagger. Kind of feel like it's similar to that, but it doesn't have that grip. It don't got that grip. This looks like, though, with the way it is, it's like such a small handle. This is like more of a small box cutter kind of a user, kind of a, oh, I just use that and then just be like, kind of what I would do with like this, where it's just not very big, but man, you can get in there and just cut through some little boxes and some stuff like that pretty easily, I would say. 2.5 isn't big enough. What's up, Dylan? Yo. No. 2.5-inch handle or 2.2-inch handle. Actually, it's more like 2.12. Right? 5.08, 7.2 overall. So the handle is actually only 2.12. Pretty short. It's kind of cool though. And I do like the stuff Michael does. But Michael does have some stuff on his site that he does. Like if we... Let's just go like this. This is the lazy move. There he is. And there is the fixed blade. Hallelujah. I mean, what's better, that one or this one? Baby. Auxiliary manufacturing, Captain's Bowie, AEBL, thick as can be, great handle, boom. This is what's up. How long is the handle of the Demco Armiger 2? Ah, good question. It's a little more than 2.5. So it's more like that long. So you'd be losing that much. So I'd only be holding it like that. So to me, it'd be like a 2-finger handle, which isn't the worst, but give me another inch. Boom. Stacy's posting info for her Discord. She's a great person in the community. A lot of fun stuff. Go check it out. I like the Armiger 2, but it is a meme knife. It's small. It's definitely small. It was literally, I bought this and my bill was $12 more by adding that. Lunch costs more than that. That's an add-on that's like the tax. So to me, it was like a lot. I was like, yes, you have a $12. If I'll tell you that. You want to win me over? You want to make extra money off of people like me? Sell stuff on your website and then sell other things for less than $20. And I will throw in one of those less than $20 items. Like, oh, and the Armiger 2 for $12? Yep, I'll grab one. I didn't even think twice about it. You know? It's a double-edged dagger, so you can't really choke up. Right. You're kind of stuck. But he does, so what I was going for is going to his site. Like, see something like these, which is like mine, is the folder. That's sick. I want the folder. It's dope. I want one of these, though. Before I buy anything else, I'm buying one of these. This is what I want. Not that one exactly per se, but I want a 2x72. See, even this right here, the coffin leaf, it's not a dagger, but see this handle? Take that dagger he made and put this handle, a little bit bigger handle with a wide butt so I can get a hold of it. That's what's up. So he definitely does make these smaller. Trying to find the ones, all knives. Dude, this folder is sick though. Super cool. Oh, he doesn't have any right now. He had these ones that are like these small little chips, you know, where it's super tiny and short, but it's chunky and thick. Got some cool stuff. The Armiger 2 is a great stocking stuffer. Yes. Yes. That. A little $12 stocking stuffer, you know. Sometimes knives like that. Knives like the Lander 5. Or, you know, or the Lander 6. Actually like the Lander 6 almost better than the Lander 5. It's just a little lockback. It does stay sharp. It's small. But this, like, boom, in your pocket. And it's just, it's so little. Slides right out, boom. Does some cuts. Little 2-finger grab on this one. So that's about the same size handle. Actually, this handle is longer than that push dagger, right? This one's a little bit longer than the push dagger handle. So you see what I'm saying? They're tiny. But though they work great for a really small little thing, you know, putting it in your hand like that and making it disappear. Or cutting small packages and stuff. There's a little time and place for a lot of different styles and designs out there. No doubt. No diggity, no doubt. And it's a Demco. It's a Demco. It's got a shark foot blade. It's kind of fun. It makes me want to get a bigger one though, like the full size Armiger. We shall see. Time will tell. If these weren't $300, not saying it's not worth it, but these folders are this sick. Look at the lock. Fantastic. That is great. It's basically the same design as the fixed blade, but it's a folder. A great looking folder. M390 micarta inlaid into textured titanium. I love all these things. I love all these things. I do love that Espada XL with the steel bolsters that you're getting. It's a cool knife, but it's enormous. It's enormous. It would make the pocket novelty wise maybe every couple of months. But yeah, it's a couple $100 for one of those. It's a novelty knife. It's so oversized. I mean, I'm not saying it's not solid. It's solid. They beat the hell out of that thing in tests, but it's ridiculous. $170, right? So that's about the same. The G10 Espada, the standard G10 Espada, you might be able to get for as low as like 140, 130, yeah. Which, for what it is, it's just out of my range for what I spend. If I'm going to spend money on a knife like that, it's going to be something like this that I can use like every day. That I could carry and be like, all right, I don't need any more knives. I can carry this and use this. But as you all have seen, if you watch Casey, he bought one not too long ago. And it's like a 20-inch folder. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's wild though. It's definitely out there. What are we looking at? 840. 840. Next Thursday, you know, I'm a live stream a Thursday consistent. Next Thursday is Christmas Day. If I go live, who's going to be there? Discord's takes a little work to figure out. Just like everything. OBS Studio takes a while to figure out, but I like it, and I don't have a little duck in the corner. I don't like having a little duck in the corner saying powered by StreamYard and then giving them $30 a month so they can advertise. Like you how much more do you got to pay so that they don't have the watermark? And I don't pay for this. OBS Studio is free, but the issue with OBS Studio is you can't, it's not just a simple plug and play. You have to kind of help figure out the program and how to make it work. So it takes a little bit more. Oh, we've got some words of wisdom coming through.
Dan, I got a Kansept Fenrir full T-frame lock, and I must say, it's the shiznit. I waited and waited hoping they would make a plain Jane frame lock Fenrir one day, and finally, they did. That thing makes music too.
Ting, baby! I love it. I'm glad you like it. Where's my other one? Is it on the table? Yep, it is. So he got the new Kansept Fenrir titanium frame lock. I have the Kansept Fenrir lefty liner lock, but this is a premium knife. Got the shredded carbon fiber, the titanium. What is this one? S35VN. And it's a lefty. I want to get that Fenrir, and now I want it even more. Boom. Hey, Nate, thank you for the $20. Fenrir top liner locks too, dude. Actually, this is the Tenable version of the Fenrir. Lanyardman says Fenrir's top 5 for sure. Dude, the budget top liner lock Fenrir, nice. The lefty premium Kansept Fenrir, yes. These are Sparrow design. There is a front flipper on there. So you can see the Sparrow. There it is. Also designer of the Strix. So yours has got a little more clickety clack. Boom. I love it. It's a good one. So titanium. Is it what's the titanium? Has it got texture on it? Or can I look at that on the Kansept site right now? I don't remember seeing the frame lock one. I know people have been talking about it though. But congratulations to Hate Nate getting another knife for the collection that you can love. And thank you for the $20. It's gonna go towards 2x72 inch. You know what's going towards? Hey, Nate? It's going towards the equipment that I'm gonna use to make a knife for you. That's where it's going. It's going directly to that. You will, I promise. I pledge to thee, thou shalt be rewarded with your kindness in time. I pledge thee on the Fenrir. Boom. Dude, just this top liner lock budget version, man, is great. It's great. I mean, of course, I got my. I didn't say oh. I said what I'm going to use the money for. And that's to get equipment to make a knife and then make another one and then start making ones that are decent. I got you. I got you, bro. I'm not yet burning stable. I'm baby steps. Baby steps to the door. Baby steps. I want to start doing some stock removal. I have some designs. I have some folder designs too, but I'm patient. I'm in this for fun, not trying to destroy my fun. I can't hear right. Hey, Nate is an absolute peach. Woo! You going to Texas, bro? What equipment do I need? Right now it looks like reach out anytime for sure. Burning stables. I want to start off with some just stock removal. I have the saws and I do have a belt sander that works decent, but I'm looking at getting something like a 2x72 inch kind of sander where I can adjust it and get a nice, I don't know the terms, but you know, get a nice flat section with a table that I can use it to start doing some stock removal. And then I think my next move would be to get a kiln, so I can do heat treat and be a little bit more controlled with the heat treat. Where I live right now, I don't think hammering and pounding would probably work with my neighbors and stuff. Whisper those sweet nothings. Sweet nothings. But yeah, burning stables, I would be down to talk about it and whatever. So I do want to get, I'm an artist. I got into this in the creative side. I want to make stuff. Been working on some handles, working on some projects, having some fun. But I definitely going to get the projects that I got right now finished up, locked down. Hammering and pounding. Dan 2026. I can start developing some blacksmithing. I always have thought that you're still young, Kobani. 37, it's not too late. I always have been interested in the I don't know what you call them, the crafts, the arts, the old school stuff by hand, pottery, ceramics, blacksmithing, just trade type skills that people do. I think there's always going to be space for that. And I like learning things like that. I think it'd be fun. And it'd be great too to get like a hydraulic press or like a big old hammer and start boom, 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 pounding and stuff. I'm older than both you guys and I haven't started, so you know, there you go. Can you make me pottery for my Got this jar right here. One thing people don't know, you can put your weed in there. You know, a real neat thing about this right there is people don't know. Oh, that's funny. That's the beautiful thing about making a knife. If you're gonna make a knife, you can make that shape whatever you want, buddy. You know, whatever you want, buddy. You want to make it wild and crazy? Yep. You want to make it thick? Sure. Isn't that crazy? That's why I think some of the things I look at, I've been looking at so many knives and it's inspiring. Little chonky things. I think stuff like this design, but like a thick blade, stockier blades, chunky, kind of like girthy. We're getting into the girthy. It's got to have that extra girth. No whetstone, Zane. I'll give you one more, Zane. But yeah, you don't have to tell me to use a whetstone every 2 minutes. I don't like whetstones. Diamond stones. Diamond stone requires no water. And it will last longer. And get very similar results. Old school, I would have loved whetstones for sure. But these days, a nice diamond stone, boom. Ordered a snaggletooth for your TI Lite. Wait. What's a snaggle? Oh, is that like the thing for taking it out of your pocket? Is that what they call that? A snaggletooth? The Emerson Wave kind of a situation. Not a fan. I mean, I don't mind them. But I was saying that same thing. Like, I have some knives that have the Emerson Wave on it. How many times have I physically used it and actually used the Emerson Wave? And it's like 0. It's not really... To me, it's kind of in the way. You know what I mean? It's like this big old nub on there that doesn't, you know, like, I'll open it and use it. It's kind of a fun thing. Oh, look, I can snap it out of my pocket. And if I make a short, if I go on and I make a video and I make a short and I go, oh, look, there's going to be a solid group of people that will like that just because of that. You know, this is the Raja 3. And I don't mind it, but it's not something that I care for. It's not something I look for. I know, like, anything Emerson Waved sent me like a dozen knives that were all Emerson's, and he loves them. And that's great. That's totally fine. Everyone, man, I'm getting bunched up on my rug. Needs to get Need to stretch my rug. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful thing about the knife world, there's so much variety. I mean, look on the table. We have, you know, liner lock. We have a crossbar lock. We have a button actuated liner lock. We have a liner, you know, slip joint, pinch lock, shark lock. Like just on the table alone, we got like 8 completely different styles, sizes, blade shapes. There's so much out there, so much cool stuff. If that's what it's, there's something for everybody. You know, me, what's for me? Everything. Everything. Gas station knives. Yes. You know what I mean? I like them all. So I like the style, and I can see the neatness in just about all of them. Now, the thing is that does prevent me is like spending the money, all the money in the world. So what happens is there's some stuff that's out there that's kind of cool, but if it's going to be like a couple $100 and it's cool, but it's more of a novelty, then it's like it's not going to jump on it as much. Like, boom. Do I carry this? Do I use this? It's a novelty. This is an absolutely huge, enormous Bowie. Am I going to spend $1,000 on a Bowie knife that someone made that's rad as can be? No, I don't have the money for that. Can I talk to Greg at SMKW and then they give this to me for $25 at the show because they like me? I'll take advantage of my channel. Go talk to him at SMKW. And I'm like, so yeah, I think these are literally not that expensive though, but they gave it to me for $25. He's like, yeah, you know, we got to get this on your channel. It's sick, you know, but I will never carry this. So it's not something that will get a lot of use. So for that lower price, what's funny, a Jinko jeans carry, right? It'll fit, it hides in there. And then the next year they gave me a free knife. So I went from a really good price knife to a free knife, but it was this. And Greg was like, here, I got something for you. I know last time we gave you that big old deal on that big knife. So they gave me this that I can't even. Focus. Fun little slip joint. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. In a real stressful situation, your motor skills are reduced by 50%. So in a real stressful situation, you're most likely going to fail. Right. Right. Versus just a knife that you just take out and open. It's like, that seems to be more, boom. That's a standard carry for me. David Bowie knife. Ooh, I got that squeak again. What did I do to give myself a squeak? And then I can't do it when I want it. There it was. It's almost the lock sliding over. I still love it. Love the community. Appreciate everyone. Thank you all for your nice words. Thank you for blah blah, or for thank you. Tired. Been in the shop for 14 hours. Right on, dude. Thanks for hanging out. I'll probably be live after work for a little bit tomorrow. Then I do Saturday morning coffee at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I heard it. What did you do to hurt it? Doesn't make it at all. I'm going to put a little extra drop of oil up in there. Kevin Smith and Knives, salute. That Horlock needs lube. She's getting a little squeak. Oh, boy. Oh, boy is right. Oh, boy is right. Almost 9 o'clock. Another Thursday. I didn't make a video today, kids. I don't have one for tomorrow either. I need to make a video. It's not easy. It takes up time. I tell you what. I love it. I do my best. But man, time. 2025 went way too fast. What Horlock is a bit dry. It's a bit musty. I already got it, Thomas. Beat you to it. Beat you to it. So if I go live next Thursday, some people going to be around. You guys in? Do I take the day off? Comments? Anyone?
This, in honor of our dong, dude, exclamation mark, dude, exclamation mark, for real man, dude. Dan, when in a debacle, carry both items, nor main. We all know what those items are, lube and a napkin.
That was good. ... dude, with the extra use. Dude. $10 from Hate Nate. Let's all honor the dong. Do I need knives? Says Lanyard Man. Always. Always. For another pass around? I'm in. Lanyard Man. Message me. I'll be down. Don't have to make it a lot. It always kind of makes me nervous if like you give me like 10 knives and like the box is extremely expensive. That always makes me kind of nervous. I'd rather pay a little extra shipping and have a smaller boxes with, or you know what I mean? Does that make sense? But again, whatever. I appreciate it anytime. If people have some stuff they want me to review or whatever, I'm not asking for anything for free. But if you want to send me a couple things that are cool, I will pay to ship it, you know, or whatever. And I appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing, but if I can, I'll watch. Steven will be around on the 25th. How about a Christmas Eve live stream on Wednesday? Let's see. Matisfaction usually goes from like 6 to like 10 on Wednesdays. And so I try not to do lives when I know other people have their standard live. Like if he wasn't live, then I'd maybe consider it. But then who else? Darkwater. I think Darkwater does one on Wednesday too. I know there's so many, but I try to do my best to support the other channels. When someone has a regular, like I know Matisfaction's regular, Paul's on his regular, and that's on Wednesdays. Get insurance, always, especially this time of year. Maddie is not doing a live on Wednesday? Let me find out what's going on with family. I don't think I'm doing anything on Christmas Eve either. But I'll be around, and my family is supportive too. You know, if I was over with family and they'd be like, well, we're staying here. You're going to go live? My nephews would probably get in on it. So Maddie said he wasn't last night. I was in there for a little bit kind of lurking and I got busy. But yeah, if he's not going live, then I'd consider, you know, I've gone live on Wednesdays, but like I said, I try to support the other channels. And if we all have the same viewers, in a way I'd be pulling from other channels. Burning Stables is going to be live on Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern in the stable. Is that a pretty consistent time, dude? Did I freeze? I'm frozen up there. But we're not frozen there. Why am I frozen up here? Anybody else having any connection issues? On my phone, it looks like I'm good. I'll be dipped. All right, so yeah, everybody make a little note in your calendar. I'm going to write that down old school here. 2 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. Burning Stable. Cool. I'll try to join. Depending on when that is. Wait, 2 p.m. Eastern. So that'd be noon Central. I'll be at work. I'll try to zoom in. I'll try to pop in though, for sure. No freeze for Steven. Yeah, I must have just, I don't know why mine was rolling. It's fine now. And I was on my, I got it open up on my phone too to see, and it seems like it's fine. Weird. Burning Stable Forge, 2 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, Christmas Eve. I'll probably go live later that day since Maddie's not going to be on. Should I try to get Paul on? If Paul's free, Paul's usually on Maddie's. It'd be insulting if he said no, when, you know, except for his holidays. I get it. Some people are going to be busy. 1 o'clock Central. Thank you, Stacy. I'll try to make it. I'll be at work, but I can always kind of bring it up and at least lurk. At least. Sure. Well, I think I'm going to shut her down here, kids. Get some stuff done. Keep working on my projects so that I can not buy knives and squirrel away so we can start making some knives. I'm excited. It's been a fun time. Oh! Got a last flush here from the lovely Nate.
Dan, you need to do live with Dong and Donnie. We'll call it Tales from the Bong. Tempting Dan with the THC. Do it. Message approved by Sheila.
Yep. That could be fun. That could be fun. I've had Donnie on once, or was it twice now? Donnie's been doing some lives lately too. Everyone should go check out Laser Ghost Knives. He's been doing some late night lives, which have been fun. I haven't been able to make it to a lot of them, but definitely a good time. Thank you all very much. Hey, Nate, thank you for that $5. I appreciate all the beautiful words you have to say. Tales from the Bong. Sounds like one of those stupid movies. They had like that whole series, the horror movies, whatever it was. But yeah. Night, nighty night, you sweet peaches. You just sleep real good there, buddy. I appreciate all of you, Stacy. Thank you. Thank for all you do for the community company. Thank for all your hard work with the company. I salute you. I tell you what. Cool. Thank you all much. Stay sharp, stay classy, stay safe. Have a good weekend. I'll be live tomorrow for a little bit and then again on Saturday morning for sure. So I hope to see you all there. And then next week for the holidays, wherever you're doing, be safe, be smart, have fun. I'll see you in some of the lives. Good times. Another great Thursday. Am I shaving for Christmas? My mom would love it. I mean, it's, what has it been, a couple of weeks now? We're getting in. We're coming back. I don't have any plans. It doesn't itch yet. I still go another couple of weeks. But then it gets to that point where I just want to trim her off. We'll see. We'll see. Do you want me to keep growing it there, Thomas? I know Trish would say yes. Magnus Lutz for life. Thomas and Nate and Dong. Okay, bye. Thank you all. Love this community. This is such a great time. We're not slowing down. We're only going. Boom. Stacy says no shave. All right. No shave. Done. Stacy said so. If anything, maybe I might kind of trim up the cheeks. I might maybe trim up down here, but we'll leave it for now. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, y'all. Thank you.